TT.
And Jacqueline? The spelling of Jacqueline?
JACQUELY.
Okay, just to make sure that they're taking a record of that. And Ms. Pruitt, where do you live at? What city?
I live in Albany, Georgia.
Okay, and how long have you lived in Albany?
41 years.
Okay. And are you employed?
Yes.
And where are you employed at?
Pruitt Healthcare.
Okay, and what do you do at Pruitt Healthcare?
I'm a nursing assistant.
Okay, and how long have you been a nursing assistant?
39 years.
That's a long time. Do you have children?
Yes.
Okay, and who are those children?
Hope Pruitt, Latonya Hawkins, and Ryan Zachary.
Okay. And are they minor children, are they grown children, or is there a mix?
They grown.
They're grown, okay. And do you have contact with them? Do they live locally?
My two daughters live here.
Okay. And your son?
My son lives in Oklahoma.
Okay. Now, you were subpoenaed for this case,
Yes.
and are you familiar with the subject matter of this case?
Yes.
Okay. And are you related to any of the parties in this case?
My brother, Lester Sanders.
Okay. And so I'm gonna ask you a little bit about that. You said Lester was your brother. Is that you, Lester Sanders?
His name is Lester Sanders, but we call him Lester.
Lester. Okay. I just want to make that clear for the jury and the court. Okay. So where did your brother live? I'll just put it this way. You said you lived in Albany. How long?
39 years.
Do you know where did your brother live in Albany?
Yes, all of us live here.
Albany, over there. Okay. And how long has he lived in Albany?
His life prison.
Okay. Do you have any family members, or do y'all have any family members that live in Ware County?
No.
And I asked you about your children. Does Lester have children?
Yes, he got a daughter and he had a son.
Okay. And can you tell us their names?
His daughter's named Carrie Sanders and his son is named Lester Sanders.
And who is the mother of Carrie Sanders? The defendant?
Yes.
Okay. And who is the mother of Lester Jr.?
Yeah.
So is the defendant? The defendant here?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have contact with Carrie?
Yes.
You current to this day, you still have
Yes.
contact? Did you ever meet Lester Jr.?
Yes.
And did you, you said they had two kids together, Lester and the defendant.
Yes.
Did you ever go over, well, let me back up, did they ever live together? Did Lester and the defendant ever live together to your knowledge?
Yes.
And do you know approximately how long?
They was together for a while.
When you say a while, we're talking 6 months, 5 years, can you give a range if not?
Maybe 3 years.
Okay. And during the time they were living together, did you ever visit their home?
No.
You never went to their home when the defendant and your brother were living together?
No, I didn't hardly ever go over there.
Okay. Did they ever come to your home?
Yes.
Okay. And did the defendant, you mentioned she had 2 children with Lester.
Yes.
Did the defendant, to your knowledge, have any other children?
Yes, she had 2 other children.
Okay,
She
and
had 3. She had 3 other children.
3 children, and do you know their names?
Yes.
And what are those?
I don't know their real name, but one of them is Gregory, Man, and Carrie.
Okay.
Not Carrie, but Kiki.
Okay.
We know her as Kiki.
And do you have any contact with Gregory or Man currently?
No.
Okay. When the defendant and your brother would come over to your house, did they ever bring any of the children?
Yes.
Okay. And which children would that be?
They bring all 4.
Now, you mentioned Gregory, Man, and Kiki.
Yes.
Do you know that ages of the age difference between the three children?
Lulu was the oldest, and then Kiki, and then Megan.
Okay. So when you said, what was the first one you said?
Lulu.
Gregory. That's Gregory. Okay, so he was the oldest. Then you said Kenyatta,
Yes.
and then Man.
Yes.
Do you know Man's name?
No.
Okay. All right. And so you would see these children in your home when they came to visit
Yes.
with their parents or parents, etc. Okay. All right. And did you ever have the opportunity to, well, let's back up just a minute. How old was Kiki when you would see her? What age was she? You said she came to your house. What age was she approximately at the time?
Well, when they first got together, she probably was about 3.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you see her once, or did you see her twice, or on a continual basis? Can you give us some kind of idea of how often you saw her, if at all?
I see them all the time.
When you say all the time, or
They would usually come over every weekend.
every weekend? Okay. And at some point, did you stop seeing her? Like not see her anymore?
With Kiki, when I stopped seeing her, they had to be in 88. That was the last time I seen her was in 88 because they had their little brother in
In 88?
Yes. And, so after 88, I didn't see her anymore because they had moved from their house from Eugene Street to with her mom. So we didn't see her.
All right. And when you would see the children at your house, did you notice anything? Well, let me ask you this. Did Kenyatta or Kiki call you anything? Did y'all talk? Did y'all have interactions?
Well, she was a good girl, she was just, I was just always fond of her. So girl, she was a cute little girl.
Right. And did you have any concerns regarding her physical health? Kenyatta or Kiki?
Yes.
And what were those concerns?
I would ask her mom, what's going on with her, every time she came over, something was always wrong with her.
Like, what do you mean by something always wrong?
She always had a bruise on her, some hit in the head or something, she was always hungry, and I couldn't understand it.
How do you know she was always hungry?
Because when she got to my house, she was going to eat and drink water all day.
She wanted to, what else?
Eat and drink water.
Okay, eat and drink water all day. Okay. And so that's what you personally observed?
Yes.
Okay. And did the defendant give you any response when you inquired about what was wrong with Kenyatta?
She just said she was like a baby.
And that you did have concerns?
Yes.
And when you say bruising, can you describe that?
She was always like with bruises on the skin, 'cause she was real light skin. And she had, like somebody had hit her in the head. 'Cause the weekend I seen her before, she didn't have it, when she came back the next weekend, it was there. And, so, I asked my brother, he said, well, I don't know if they ever let her know because she gets back.
Yeah, it is, yeah. You can't say what anybody else or your observations. So you saw a bruise on her head.
Yes.
She came back that following weekend. You said that she was always hungry. Can you tell us the size child she was? Like what size Kiki was?
She was very small.
What about weight?
She was underweight.
She was underweight?
She was underweight.
And so that's your impression, just based on your interactions, her coming over. Was there anything that you observed about her her body? Did, you know, can you describe anything that,
She walked a little funny,
okay?
you know.
And what do you mean by she walked? I mean,
She walked with like a little limp.
a limp? Okay, and which leg would that have been on? Do you know which side?
On her right side.
Her right side, okay. And, do you know why she walked with a limp?
You know.
Did you ever inquire about that? Okay. And can you describe her, personality, like just, you know, her, Kiki's personality? Can you describe that to the jury?
She was like after the baby, she just was real quiet. She didn't talk. And she said in my lap, you know, she just wouldn't move. Up and down.
Now, you're here, you're in subpoena, you know the case, you already testified to that. Did it ever come to your attention, ever come a time when you knew that Kenyatta was missing?
Yes.
And when was that?
It was early back, when I noticed.
Okay. And when you say early back, what are you referring to?
It had to be like in between 89 and 90. You know.
And did you bring that to anyone's attention or ask questions about it?
Yes.
And who did you ask?
A mother.
And what was her response?
Her dad came and picked her up and took her to California.
Yes. You want me
She just was really stressing him out.
And did you ever witness any disagreements between them?
Yes, with the kids.
I'm sorry?
With the kids.
Are you saying, make sure I understand, that your brother and the defendant had a disagreement about the kids?
Yes.
Okay, all right, gotcha, make sure I was clear on that. And so, did you ever witness them have a disagreement
No.
about this? Did you and the defendant ever have any arguments between y'all, you and the defendant?
Yes.
And when was that?
That's so long ago.
Like years back?
Yes.
Was she with your brother when y'all had the disagreement or argument or whatever it was?
Yes.
Okay. And what was that disagreement or argument related to?
She was always putting a lot of pressure on me. I didn't like it.
When you say pressure, I'm just trying to get a clearer understanding of what you mean by pressure. Are you talking financially or something else, or just, or what? What are we talking when we say pressure?
Just all of she, he worked long hours, he was on one that worked, she didn't work. Things like the lights get cut off, he gives her the money, don't know what she done with this, stuff like that.
And that's what bothers you?
Yes.
Okay. And how did this disagreement, let me back up. You said y'all had a disagreement. Was it a confrontation? Was it a fight? Was it a verbal argument? What was it that went on between you and the defendant?
Well, it was verbal, and it was a fight, because I did have to put it in my car.
Okay. And did that?
Sorry, can you repeat that last time? I did probably, well, we was into it, and I did probably put it in my car.
You were in, so we were in.
We had got into a big argument. Yeah, we was like,
And what do you, yeah, you can pull it just a little bit, like, reference to that. And what age, do you know what age range you would have been at that time?
I had to be in my 30s. I'm 65 now, so.
Yes, ma'am.
In my 30s.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. And was that the only altercation, whether verbal or physical, was that the only altercation you and the defendant had?
Yes.
Did you ever, did y'all ever reconcile after that fight?
No.
All right, no further questions at this time, Your Honor. The defense will have, I'm sure, have some questions for you, ma'am. All right.
Good afternoon, school. My name is Mark Gardner. Just want to ask you a few questions. We're going to start with some responses that you gave to the tape. Correct. I think you said the last time you saw Kiki was on Eugene Street, correct?
On what?
Eugene Street, when they lived on Eugene Street.
Yes.
Do you remember having an interview on August 3rd, 2023 with Agent Conlon?
Yes.
She came to your home, correct?
Yes.
And you thought that she was there to question you about your grandson who had been murdered, correct?
Yes.
That wasn't the case.
No.
Excuse me, I had to back right. She thought,
That Agent Conlon had appeared at her house to question her about her grandson who had been murdered. You said you realized Kiki was missing in 8, 9, or 9.
Yes.
I didn't hear you really, so did she say that you reported that to police?
No.
Would you say that, did you have a close relationship with all of Leslie's children?
Yes.
even carried, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, when Agent Huntley interviewed you, you told her that Kiki was the only one of Evelyn's kids that you gave a damn about?
You did what?
Did you remember telling her that Kiki was the only one of Evelyn's kids that you gave a damn about?
No.
You discussed an altercation between you and Evelyn that got into a fight, right?
Yes.
Now, you didn't recall why?
I was on her about the kids.
Do you remember the disagreement that you had with Evelyn regarding you giving David Perry liquor?
I never gave her liquor.
Do you remember telling Agent Huntley that I really didn't like her? I almost threw her. I'm sorry. You said that you almost threw her ass in the trunk of your car about your brother?
I did.
Was this the fight that y'all had? After the fight,
That was what all went in.
when she asked you about you and Leslie and Evelyn's relationship as Agent Huntley, you said it was always Evelyn, right?
Yes.
It was always Evelyn's fault, right?
Yes.
Did you ever see, you said that when they were young with Greg and both of the man was home? Movie.
Yes, it was all.
Do you remember telling her that you didn't like those little miniature boys that you beat the shit out of?
No.
Do you remember telling her that Leslie and Evelyn started dating when he was just a small baby?
They started dating when all three of them were small.
When he was small?
They started dating when all three of them were small.
Right. So you said that when she was a little baby in the interview, I think on the thing, you said she was 3 years old.
Yeah, she had me together.
So she wasn't a little baby?
She was a girl. She was a girl.
Do you also recall telling her that Kiki was always smiling? She was a happy little girl.
No, I didn't.
You don't recall?
No.
You also tell her that Evelyn was always at my brother, but that you also said that you never saw her abuse her kids, right?
No.
Did you tell her that when asked about if she abused Carrie, you told Agent Huntley that she knew not to abuse Carrie because you beat the shit out of her again?
Yes, I did.
So is it safe to say you hated her?
No, I didn't hate her.
You didn't hate her?
No,
You strongly disliked her?
I just didn't like her.
Do you remember talking to Lester about what happened to he and he told you that he didn't know?
Yes.
You remember telling her that Evelyn was nasty? That's all you could say about her. You didn't have anything nice to say about her.
Yes.
You remember telling her that your whole family, all of y'all hated Evelyn?
No.
Do you remember Agent Huntley asking if you ever heard that Evelyn killed Kiki and you told her you hadn't heard that in Chicago?
I had all of them.
You said because Evelyn's just that type of person, correct?
Yes.
But didn't you say on direct examination that you never saw her abuse her kid? Correct?
No, I did. I've never seen her abuse her.
Right. You never saw her abuse Lester either, correct?
No.
But you said that she's the type of person that would kill a kid.
Yes.
Even though you've never seen her do anything like it?
No.
Talk about your relationships with your brother. I know when, on the day that you interviewed with Agent Compton, you told her that you were the older sister,
Yes.
and that you, have always been responsible for taking care of your younger sister.
Yes.
And I think that at some point, even two of your brothers were sick and you moved into Albany.
Yes.
As a big sister, would you say that your duty was to protect?
Yes.
And would you do anything to protect your brother, your younger sister? Were you more like a mother figure to him?
Yes, because I was home with you.
To your brothers, that's, talk about your brother. You said that Lester used to work in construction and he built bridges, right?
Yes.
So even in 84, 85, 86, 88, he was building bridges, working in construction.
Yes.
I think you stated that you have a few other brothers, right? Willie?
Yes.
Was Willie also in construction?
No.
What about Eddie?
No.
Have all the brothers always lived in Albany?
Yes.
Am I missing a brother? Yeah, Willie?
Jared.
Jerry. And where does Lester fall in? He's the second oldest baby.
Second up.
So let me ask you this, when Agent Hunter interviewed you, did she ask you anything about Lester serving time in prison?
No.
Did she ask you anything about Lester meeting up Teresa Odom, Evelyn's younger sister, when Teresa was a teenager?
No.
Did she ask you about your, which brother's home do you call
Right there.
her? Did she ask you about Bobo, Lester, and Greg, Evelyn's older son?
No.
Did you tell her that Evelyn knew it was just something that y'all wouldn't stand for, so she didn't have to tell?
Yeah.
Did she, when she spoke with you, did she say that, did she ask you about any of the kids saying that Lester used to meet them or lock them in the room?
No.
You talked about her always putting a lot of pressure on Lester, and that's the reason you didn't like it, right?
Yes.
And you said that Evelyn did not work.
No.
Would you be surprised to know that she did work?
No.
You wouldn't know because y'all wasn't close, right?
Yes.
So a lot of information that you would hear would come from your brother Lester.
No.
Or did it come directly from Evelyn?
That's what came from me. Now, I was looking at her. I know she didn't work. If she did work, I didn't know her.
I think you stated on direct that you never went to her house, right?
I went over there, but I just didn't know this is my father.
Oh, so you did visit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you said on direct that you did. So, did you see her going? You didn't see her going to work, so did you visit So again, most of what you would hear would come from Lester.
Listen, he didn't tell me anything.
So he never told you anything about their relationship?
No, I just see it. You know, I'm just seeing her.
Can you tell us exactly what you saw? What would you see?
I know he was always stressed out. He was always arguing about something, you know, about what I don't know.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Did Agent Huntley on that day ask you about Lester shooting up Evelyn's car?
No,
Did you know that Lester shot up Evelyn's car?
no,
So he didn't tell you that.
no.
But he told you Kiki went to live with her dad.
He didn't tell me.
You didn't tell Agent Huntley that Lester told you that Kiki went to live with her dad. He came home one day after work and she was gone.
Oh, yes.
So he told you. But he didn't tell you about the abuse.
No,
Did you know anything about the shooting of Evelyn's car?
no.
I think you said on the record, I think I've asked you around also, you said that you and Lester were very close, right?
Yes.
You said that you would protect him, that he would talk to you about almost everything.
You know, if something was going on, you know, just talk to me about it and I'll give you my opinion about it.
But he never told you that he shot up the car or that he beat up Teresa Oda. Back to a question about when I asked about your brother working in construction. Do you not recall telling a special agent Huntley that all of your brothers work in construction? Eddie, Willie, Jerry, Lester. So you do know at some point all of your brothers did work in construction,
Yeah, they did.
and they all lived in Albany, correct? Surmised that all of them worked in Albany. Did construction work in Albany? Do you know that between 33 and 84 that Lester was in prison? But you said that you got special agent Huntley never asked you about it.
No, she didn't.
Do you know about an incident in the 90s where Lester punched Evelyn in the face? Do you remember during that time that Lester was locked up, your brother Jerry kicked in Evelyn's door and begged her not to call the police, and you came to pick Jerry up? You don't recall? No further questions.
Ms. Pruitt, did you have the opportunity to see the defendant way after he came out of an incident at Harvey's?
Yes.
Okay, where was that Harvey's located at?
On Saturday.
Okay, here in Albany?
Yes.
And you remember about when that was?
It's been a long time.
can you give kind of a idea or time frame, or it's just, if you don't remember the time?
I don't remember what year, but I do remember seeing her at home.
Okay. And did you have any conversation with her about Kiki or Kenyatta?
Yes,
And what was that conversation?
I should know.
And what did she say?
She said she was out in California and she had two daughters.
So she said, when you saw her at Harvey's, that the defendant told you that Kiki, Kenyatta was out in California and had two daughters.
Yes,
She told you that herself.
she told me herself.
Now, you said when the defense asked you that you didn't witness the defendant abuse Kiki. So, does that mean you didn't physically see her do anything to the kids? You never saw her to the Kiki?
No,
Okay. But you did see bruises on Kiki.
yes,
Who was, when your brother and the defendant came to your house, I think, what'd you say, every other weekend, or every weekend, what was that?
right here.
Every other weekend, that's what I thought. When they would come to your house, you said that you'd always bring the kids. Were you able to observe, any discipline, like who disciplined the children, if that occurred?
She,
She did. Did you ever see Lester discipline the children?
no,
Did you ever see Lester interact with the children?
you know, he played with them and stuff.
Did you ever see him scream at them?
No,
Did you ever see him holler at
no,
them? Did you ever see him spank them?
no,
Did you ever have the chance to see or make any observations regarding the defendant and Kiki, how she talked to Kiki?
yes.
And can you explain how to describe that?
She was wanting some more water, I want water, and she said, well, she don't need no water, she don't have any, you know, like that.
Okay. And could you describe the relationship that you saw when they were at your house every other weekend? Was this a loving relationship? Was the defendant loving to the child, or was she neutral, or mean, or how did that come across to you based on your observations when they came to your home?
I didn't see her have a relationship with Kiki, because when they came over to the house, Kiki always claimed to me, and she'll stay with me until they get rid of her.
Do you remember talking to Agent Hunley?
Yes,
I know that you didn't actually not have to go through that and ask you for the record. Do you remember telling Agent Hunley that Evelyn spoke harshly to Kiki,
I probably,
and that Evelyn was mean to Kiki?
yeah.
Now, you had previously testified about the pressure that you felt or you witnessed in your mind that you thought the defendant was putting on your brother.
Yes,
Would he, what you witnessed, Did you know any of the defendant's family? Like mothers, brothers, sisters, you know, whatever, that kind of thing?
Yes, I knew all that.
Okay, and who did you know?
I know Evelyn, I know her mother was married, I know her brother, Johnny, Edie, and Ruby.
And how do you know all them?
I know her brother, Johnny, because he used to go with his sister,
And who's your sister?
Catherine.
Okay. And the others, did you know them independent of her or the defendant, or just because the defendant was in a relationship with your brother?
Because they was in a relationship with her.
And would you see them frequently, or just on occasions, or?
I just seen them occasionally because I work with her.
And to your knowledge, did any of the defendant's children, specifically your brother and the defendant's children, do you know them, do you know if they ever went to daycare? Have you ever heard or have any knowledge that they went to any kind of daycare?
No. The only one that I can tell you about is Booby. When he graduated from NewYork.
Okay. And you had testified with the defense asking you that, about Evelyn working, and to your knowledge, you said she didn't work.
No.
And to your knowledge, who kept the children during the day if they were in the daycare?
She did.
And even though you and the defendant had your differences, had your disagreements, had even got a physical fight, she still came to your house every weekend?
No.
Did that stop it?
That's fine.
But you had those kind of feelings before, right?
Yes.
Even when she was coming to your house every week.
Yes.
Do you know, you mentioned knowing all of Evelyn's family, do you know if they have any connections with Ware County?
I don't know.
Okay. Now, the defense asked you about your brother doing construction work, including Lester. Do you know if they ever worked in Ware County?
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's just. Now, the defense asked you and elicited that you think you told Agent Huntley that you think the defendant killed Keith.
Yes.
Why do you think that?
I just always felt like she had did something to her, but I just couldn't prove it.
Is that based on being around her?
Yes.
Is that based on your observations of her?
Yes.
Is that based on your observations of the children?
Yes.
Your observations of your brother?
Yes.
Or any other questions?
I want to follow up on your observation that these statements just discussed. Do you recall telling Agent Huntley that you didn't know how Evelyn treated her children?
Yes, I did.
You said you could see bruises when he now came to the house, correct?
Yes.
Do you know how the bruises happened?
No.
Because you didn't see Evelyn, correct?
No.
You said that she used to mistreat her based on declining her moral walk.
Yes.
And this is a young child, correct?
Yes.
So she would say she already had enough walk.
Yes.
That's your question. Were you jealous that your brother was head over heels with Evelyn?
No, I wasn't jealous. I
tried to throw everything in the trunk?
Lester wasn't there.
Does he know about
I'm sure he did.
it? Did you tell him?
No, I didn't tell him. I think she did.
Why didn't you tell him?
If I would have seen him, I would have.
You could have called him.
When you have cell phone.
Okay, so you never, so anytime after, when you saw him, you still never mentioned it?
No.
Do you know the age difference between Alvin and Wilson?
Lester's 63 and I think she's 50 something.
She probably 10 years older than that.
Come on, Lester.
Yes.
Probably.
Gosh, do you know what your brother looks like in the 1980s?
He's a nice looking guy.
Do you remember what Evelyn looked like?
She looked like she was mad when she was young.
If I show you a picture, could you actually tell me if that's how you call him?
Now, approach.
Mr. Good, I'm showing you what has been labeled as offense exhibit number 4. You recognize this? This is a fair and accurate depiction of the statue. She said she took the picture.
She took it, okay.
And this is a fair and accurate description of how it looked at the time it was taken. Your Honor, I move to admit this defendant exhibit 4 today.
No objection, Your Honor.
Now, others, please.
You may publish.
No further questions.
Just briefly, Your Honor. Ms. Pruitt, the defense asked you about the age difference between the two and said probably about 10 years, and you said yes. You know, what's your brother's date of birth?
He born June 24th, 1962.
1962, okay. And you know the defendant's date of birth?
No.
Okay. So you don't necessarily know the exact age difference?
No.
And he had asked, well, let me ask you this, you mentioned about Lester working. Do you know what his work hours were back then?
He would go off and stay for, like 2 or 3 weeks before he come back home, because he worked out of town.
Okay. Right. You had mentioned that based on what you know, the defendant kept the kids during the day.
Yes.
And he asked you about the defendant declining to give Kiki water, and that's why you thought she was mistreated. Was that your answer to him?
Yes.
Was it just declining, not giving the child water? Was that just it? Was it just water?
Objection, Your Honor. It's already testified to what she saw.
Well, he brought it back up.
And she still testified to the same. That she did not see evidence of abuse.
That's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking about abuse.
No,
Yes, Your Honor. Did she deny food and water?
The reason why I said what I said was because, he's a meeting on me. The baby was always hungry, and she was always thirsty.
And your perception, your information that she was underweight?
Yes.
No further questions, John.
Just one more.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Pruitt, you got grandkids?
Yes.
Do you find that young kids are always hungry and thirsty? They're always asking for food and drink?
One last question. Ms. Pruitt, are your grandkids underweight to the point it concerns you?
No.
Was Kiki underweight to the point it concerns you?
Yes, ma'am.
Did the bruise on her head or other bruises concern you?
Yes.
No further questions.
All right. Anything else for this witness?
Nothing further.
Might this witness step in?
Yes, Your Honor.
Might this jury?
That would be great.
All right. Cut it close, 1:30. Be back, instruct without you. I don't know if we got 5 o'clock there or not. On the spot.
Your Honor, the attorney 1:30,